Too busy for love. Do you ever feel like life is just too busy for love and connection?
And we'll be right back after this.
Welcome to Loving Beyond the I Do podcast. This power couple is building stronger marriages one day at a time. Talking about real issues on love, relationships, and marriage longevity. Let's break down the barriers and engage in healthy conversation with your hosts, Jason and Tina Marie. Take a seat and buckle up because things are about to get real.
Hey, welcome to the show. Welcome back to Loving Beyond the I Do podcast, Friday's edition. No Drama Friday.
All right.
Want to grab your mic, see?
Oh, dang. No drama, Jason, no drama. We're not going to start with the drama.
Now that is funny.
All right.
So anyway, too busy for love? Do you ever feel like life is just too busy for love and connection?
All the time.
Whether you're in a relationship that feels neglected or you're someone who wants love but doesn't see how it fits into your busy schedule. Well, this episode is for you. We're going to get into how to make room for those meaningful connections when life seems kind of chaotic.
I know we've worked with couples who felt like they were roommates, right? So you doing your thing, they're working, you're working, you have the kids, you have the schedule, you have school, you have all these extracurricular activities or whatever. So they felt like roommates, right? Or we've also dealt with couples who were people who were too busy for love or to find love. I don't have time for love. And then they realize that they have actually blocked themselves from something truly beautiful. So we were not meant to be an island.
That's right. So I got a question.
Got a question. Let's
for you.
A question for them.
For them.
All right, let's pose the question.
All right, here's the question. So how can you reignite your...
How can you what?
Reignite
okay.
relationship or even create a space to attract love when life seems to be pulling you in every direction? That's just something to ponder there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how can they reignite, or even us, when busy schedules, reignite our relationship when life seems to be pulling us in a bunch of different directions?
All right.
So that's the question for the night.
That's the question for the night, for right now. So before we get into today's strategies and all of that.
Or even create space, or even have space to create or attract love. Because for those who don't have it.
Well, we have to have the space to attract the love.
Right. So for those who are together, who already are in a relationship, reigniting. For those who don't have a relationship and they're looking for a relationship.
Clean out some of that junk.
So the question is, how do you create the space, or how do you create the space to attract love to you?
That's right. All right, so before we get started in today's strategies and everything and the podcast get the rolling, if you're looking for deeper connections and how to open your heart and find love, check out our 7-day relationship masterclass, a transformation masterclass. It's packed with all types of tools to help people.
Game-changing tools and techniques.
Game-changing.
That's right, game-changing.
Yeah, game-changing tools for the transformation.
We changed the rules. Don't hate the player, hate the rules. Or hate the game, right?
Yeah,
the
I like that.
game-changing rules.
I like
right.
it. So we help couples to reignite and find love.
All right, so let's get into understanding what some of the issues are.
Yes.
So oftentimes when we talk about why we can't have love is because we're on the things on the outside. So Jason, go over some of those things that people may think that is stopping them or preventing them from having love and connection. All right,
that's fine. I know that we have a couple of things, which is external. So what are some of the external problems, right? So we have the external problems, which is our busy schedules. Right. We also have the kids, the work, the never-ending to-do list, where our relationship ends up falling on the back burner because we're so busy with everything else. So I want you to think about this. Take a moment to outline how hectic your schedules are and have led to you having less time for emotional intimacy and connection.
I just want to make sure. Oh, yeah, I'm back now. I just want to make sure I can hear myself.
Yeah, you can.
So, what are some of those things that are internal, right? Couples usually feel disconnected or unappreciated or frustrated when they're not making each other a priority.
Oh, for
I know
sure.
oftentimes people say, well, I'm not a priority to my mate, or my mate is, that's often the topic, because we feel like if you're putting everything before us, then we're not a priority, or that your mate is not a priority. So maybe you're asking yourself, why don't we talk and connect like we used to? I know
Okay.
a lot of couples say that.
Yep.
Right? Why has the spark faded, and why am I too busy, or why are we too busy, or why did we find ourselves too busy where we just drifted apart and love faded and we didn't even realize it until we woke up one day and we realized we hadn't made love in months, we hadn't kissed in weeks, we hadn't so those are some of the things that we have to pay attention to when we're doing that. So what are some of the stakes? So let's go over some of the stakes that can happen when you do that. If you don't address the lack of connection in your relationship, if you let this go unchecked, the distance grows. It doesn't if you just ignore it, you're going to get closer together. Miscommunication, frustration, and loneliness can creep in. You risk growing further apart, leading to resentment or even calling it quits. And so this is where we come in to help you to recognize when you have the understanding of what's going on, then you can stop it. It's sort of like a slow leak. If you don't get that slow leak fixed, first it's going to be one drop. I don't know if anyone has ever had a leak out there, right? It starts really, really slow. You go, oh, there's a little leak. And then after 2 weeks, it's a little bit more.
And then it's a steady stream after a while.
Right. So it's just like your relationship. It doesn't fix itself. We have to make sure we're doing the love maintenance that's required.
Oh,
all right?
I like that. The love maintenance.
That's right.
All right.
That's
So
you like that.
again,
All
so
right.
that was for couples. Now let's move over here to the individuals that's seeking love.
Okay.
Right. So we have an external problem as well. So basically this stems from, busy people, right? Often saying, hey, I'm too busy to find time for a relationship. Now you think.
Those quote unquote professionals.
Right. Too busy to date or find love right now?
Right.
My career comes first or my personal goals come first. So you're viewing love like something that will come later after I've already got everything that I wanted.
Right. And so what they usually feel is that love will, most of the time, the reason why they do this is because they feel like love will complicate their already busy packed schedule.
And that's a
so
possibility.
they put it on the back burner. And they feel like if they take on that task of love, it's just going to create more stress, which sometimes there are times where you need to put relationships on the back burner until you get yourself into, I would say, a groove where then you can kind of make a space for it. But deep down inside, when you put it back and you just let years and years keep going by, there's a part of you that usually feels lonely, and then you wonder if you'll ever meet that right person, right? I've waited too long, or I'm too this, I'm too that. And I know sometimes we find for professional women who are successful, sometimes you feel like it's hard to meet the man because they feel intimidated. Or we've spoken with men who say when professional, successful women, high earners, when they come to the table, they kind of have the mentality of, I don't need a man, or I got it all together. What are you bringing? It's more material than a love connection.
Right.
They're kind of looking at their love connection and their time for a mate as more as a business transaction than actual love, having time for love.
So when you bring that business aspect, you remove all the emotions that go along with being in that relationship.
And you prevent yourself from having a true connection. And you're wondering why you can't connect with people because you're trying to connect with them more on a business level and a non-intimate external relationship than more of a let me see what we have in common. How can we grow together? Because even though you may be financially set or career set, you still need to grow with your mate in an intimate relationship. Right.
So you need feelings.
You need to connect.
Feelings, and then you need emotion.
Empathy, intimacy. You need those things in a relationship. Oh, excuse me.
Yep, not a problem. So now for individuals, here's the stakes. If you don't make space for love, you could miss out on meaningful relationships, delaying your chances to find real love. The longer you wait, the more you miss out on the opportunities to invite love into your life. So there's many times people say that I don't have time for love. I'm running out. Things aren't. I've gone past
given
that.
up
Right.
for it,
I've
right?
done that. Right. It's like, and it's mind boggling to hear people say that. There's no such
I
thing
can't
as
find
age.
a good man
There's
or a
no
good
age
woman
on love. There's no
right.
age on being
Absolutely.
happy. None of that.
Absolutely.
So don't tell me about age. Don't tell me about, health challenges, whatever. There's always someone out there, seeking you as well. But you have to be open. Our thing is you have to be open. If you're open, you'll find. And what do we mean by open? We mean space. You have to have the space to allow love to come in.
So the good news is that whether you're in a relationship or looking for one, there are simple steps you can take to prioritize your connection.
All right.
Without overwhelming your current schedule. So you can find time. The thing is that, people say, oh, I don't have a lot of money. You have money for the things you want to do. Well, I don't have a lot of time. You have time for the things you want to do.
Ooh.
And so it takes you prioritizing connection without overwhelming your schedule, realizing that there is an opportunity in your already schedule where you can find love.
So let me
reignite love.
So what I heard you say is the things that we want, we find the money for. The things that we want, we find time for.
That's right. The things, exactly.
Right.
The things that we want when we make the conscious decision that this is what we want.
Oh,
That's right.
we then find the time and the effort for it.
And the
Okay.
money and the energy and everything.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so tired, but you find the energy to do what you want to do, right? That's the thing. It's the mental aspect of how you're looking at it.
All right, so let me go ahead and think about this.
Okay.
So now you say that
It's a mindset shift.
Yep,
Absolutely.
that's what I was just going to say.
Absolutely.
It's a mindset shift. And
Yep.
that takes me into a step here, right? So let's think about it. Let's rethink what we mean when we say time for love. Quality time doesn't always mean quantity.
That's right.
And even small moments can create lasting impact, whether you're already in a relationship or you're trying to attract one. It's about making intentional time and space to prioritize your connection. So again, you have to make time, you have to make space, you have to be open to actually be able to draw that in.
Right.
So again, relating to our book, Manifest a Joy-Filled Relationship.
And the reason why we are relating it
to
let me get this book.
This
Manifest a Joy-Filled Relationship, right? Manifest a Joy-Filled Relationship. You're manifesting it, realizing that there is time. There is time. There is no time and space really in reality. There really is no time and space in the universe. So this book is not only Manifest a Joy-Filled Relationship, but is using universal laws to create your desired relationship using universal laws. So there is no time and space in the universe. We have time for everything we need because we have enough time to do it. We just have to make the time and space. All right. Sorry.
And saying all that, this falls under our chapters, Law of Correspondence and Law of Inspired Action, which is chapter 3 and 4.
Okay.
The Law of Correspondence tell us that our outer world reflections, our outer world reflects our inner mindset.
That's true.
If we believe we don't have time for love, we'll act like it.
Yep.
But if we take small, inspired action, we'll see our relationships flourish. Now, for those of you seeking love, your outer reality will reflect your inner state. If you feel like there's no room for love, that's what you'll manifest. Shift your mindset, and you will manifest the things that you want. So the problem is you have to take inspired actions to create that space for love.
Okay. So in order to do that, we've put together, here are some practical strategies for reigniting or manifesting connections.
Oh.
All right. So for couples, people who are already in a relationship, let me get this one real quick. All right. So for those who are already in a relationship, and this is the strategy. So daily micro moments of connection.
Ooh.
So what does that mean? Daily micro moments of connection. Couples can create small intentional interactions to stay emotionally connected even with limited time. Instead of waiting for a big date night, right? It's all hype up. Oh, we're gonna have date night. And sometimes date nights can be stressful. Oh, I got so much to do. Right? So I really don't feel like going, but we got to do it. It becomes
It becomes
a chore and it's stressful instead of really waiting for excitement. So instead of waiting for the big date night, use micro moments of connection throughout your day. A hug in the morning, a check-in text in the afternoon, or spending 5 minutes together at the end of the day. So the chapters in our book are packed with a ton of different tools and techniques that you can use to accompany you in how to connect and stay connected. That's what this whole book is. Either staying connected, reigniting, or finding connection. So a practical exercise would be commit to one micro moment each day this week. Well, I would say next week because
we're next week. Right, we're at the end, right?
Right. Yeah. So commit to
We'll say the next 7 days.
Right. Good answer. 7 days. So commit to 1 or 2 micro moments each day this week. It can be as simple as sending your partner a love message or holding hands for a minute in bed. Even if you're together, right? If you're in the kitchen, just making some kind of touch. You'd be surprised if you haven't. And sometimes it's awkward because you haven't touched each other like that in a long time. Or, right? So just walking past your mate and just.
I hope that's not the case, baby.
Well, we're trying to reignite.
I understand
we're trying to reignite.
I understand.
So just walking past your mate and just touching them lightly on the back. Just a nice touch, right?
Just a nice little touch.
Or you know how you're going past.
How's that feel?
You know how it is. All right, I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just all right, baby. I'll see you later. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Just walking past them. Just create a micro moment, some way, somehow.
Ooh. All right. So now that we have the micro moments, let's move into like the digital free.
So this is going to be strategy
the tech
2.
zone.
All right. This is strategy 2 for everyone out there.
I'm going to take away your cell phones, your iPads, your computer, your
work,
iPods,
your excuses for work.
Yeah.
I got to get this done.
So I want to encourage you to limit your distractions by creating a tech-free zone for a deeper connection. Like, phones, streaming devices, television. See, these can steal precious moments for your connection. Try setting a tech-free boundary during dinner time. Obviously, you should. That's one of
we do that.
Our guides is
when we
no
go out
phones
to dinner
or anything at the table. If we're out to dinner or if we're eating dinner, there's nothing. There's no tech
And we
devices.
sometimes have to remember. Sometimes we'll sit down and while we're waiting,
Yep.
we'll immediately go to our phone. And I'll be like, Jason, let's put our phone down. No phones at dinner. Because you want to give that time to connect. We're always connecting with whatever's on the phone.
Right.
Let's connect with each other. Hey, what's going on today? Even at I don't know, one person cooks dinner, maybe you can cook dinner together.
Yes.
But you can put away the phone. Close out work when you say you're going to close out work.
Well, sometimes it's not even work. It's just social media or whatever. It's looking at funny cat videos, whatever gets you going, right?
Right.
It's just a way to fill that empty void.
Right.
Why not fill that empty void with each other's time?
All right.
presence?
So what is the thing they can do for the next 7 days? Because that's strategy 2. So what can they do for the next week? Choose what? What can they do for the next week?
For the next week, you could choose a time, a day, time or day, whichever one you want.
Time
of day.
Time of day.
That both of you put all your device distractions away and focus on just being present with each other.
Okay.
Plan this sometimes, for you guys to connect. So you can pick a specific date, a specific time to say, hey, at this time on Monday, from 5 or from the time you get home to the time we go to bed, there won't be any devices on Monday. Whatever the case is, you pick the time, you pick the day, and honor that. Take this time, and now listen, don't put it down and then don't connect. The whole purpose is to put those devices away and then connect with your mate.
Let me this is my time for my special show. This is a one time a day, one day at a specific time where you're going to put everything down. You can check and see if we have any messages. So as we go into strategy 1 for those who may be single. So again, we say welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us this Friday. Please put a comment, put your name in the comment section if you want us to shout you out because we cannot see your name, but we do appreciate you tuning in either today or on the replay. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to our channel so you'll know when we're going live. For right now, it's every Friday. So until life gets really busy and we've because this is important to us and we've missed it, we've actually created time for this.
Exactly. So
talk
Regina
about a
said,
busy schedule.
Yep. So Regina says, good evening, Jason and Tina Marie. Good evening.
Good
Evening,
Regina.
Regina.
Thank you for tuning in.
And she said, okay, I have homework to do. Yep. Yep, you do.
See what I'm saying?
She also fake it until I make it. 100%. You know, you do what you can,
well,
right?
Regina, I thank you for creating a space for Tina, Marie, and Jason for you to join us. Thank
Yes,
you.
we
Thank
appreciate
you.
that.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
Even if it's a few minutes.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I know last week Dennis had to do something, so he carved out some time for us. I thank you and I appreciate you. And if you can't watch it now, please come and watch the replay, and don't forget to hit
share
the
it.
share.
Yep, share it.
So let's go into strategy number 1 for singles. So making room for love and your schedule. You got it? For those wanting love, it's important to create physical and emotional space for a relationship in your busy schedule.
I like
You
it.
understand that? So you have to, what did it say? Create physical and emotional space. Physical space and emotional space, because sometimes we create it physically, but we're emotionally detached, which I was talking about, right? So if you keep telling yourself there's no time for love, that's exactly what you'll create. Make time, even if it's just a couple of hours a week for dating or meeting new people. Go do something different. Do something that you enjoy, and then make the space, make yourself available. So let's say you like smooth jazz, right? Go to a smooth jazz concert by yourself, not your friend, by yourself.
Oh, I thought you were going to say with each other. I'm going to say that way you can
No,
sit
this
close
is for
to each other.
individuals.
Oh, okay.
This is for individuals. Pay attention.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So this is for individuals who are looking and wanting love.
Got it.
Go do something that you enjoy doing, but don't do it with the mindset or the physical and emotional space that, hey, I'm good here by myself.
Ooh.
You're actually going to meet someone. You're going to some place where you enjoy to find someone that enjoys the same thing you enjoy so that you can make that love connection.
I like that.
All right, so here's my practical exercise that you can do for strategy 1. This week, block out an hour, just 1 hour, maybe 2. 1 hour
We'll
to 2.
start out with 1.
1 hour, 1.5, maybe 2. Where you can focus on dating or social activities that might lead to a new connection, even at the grocery store.
I like
So when you get ready to, you have to go grocery shopping, and we usually make that a chore also.
Yes.
It's mindset. Go say, you know what? Tuesday I go grocery shopping. I'm going to fix my hair a little bit. I'm going to put on some nice clothes. I'm not going to put on my paint clothes. I'm going to have the intention, not of running in and out, but to take my time and give off the energetic field that not only am I available, but I'm available to talk, to connect, just to make some kind of, hey, how are you tonight? Right? But just make sure that the woman is not married or the man is not married. Just make sure you make that connection. Don't be eyeballing somebody else's mate, all right? We're out there trying to get our own.
All right, I like that.
That's important.
So you talked about mindset. So this mindset of openness, right?
Openness.
Openness. Just like I said before, you have to be open.
Have to be.
Right?
Have to be.
That's the only way
It's
we're
like
going
a
to attract
store.
it. Right.
You can't get what's
You
inside.
can't sell
It's not
products. You can't take care of customers
You're like,
if you're
oh,
not
darn,
open.
it ain't open.
Right.
So therefore, it means it's off limits. You can't get what's inside.
Exactly. So if we're going to shift our mindset from too busy to ready for love.
There you go.
Now, that's crucial for individuals.
Yes.
Start shifting your thoughts from the I'm too busy.
Mindset.
Right.
See things from the greater
Let's be
perspective.
open.
Absolutely.
Let's say
Absolutely.
I'm open for love at this right time. The shift alone will start to attract new opportunities, right? It's what as you think about it, you bring these things into fruition. So if I'm thinking I'm too busy, then love is actually blocked because love says, well, we can't stop here because you're already too busy. So why would I stop
you
here?
You give out that vibration.
Right.
So,
And-
like I said, our book is using the universal laws. The law is the law. It doesn't matter if you recognize them, if you realize they're there or not. They are there. You can pretend you don't believe in the law
Right.
of gravity. It will show you it's a such thing, right?
Yep.
Try to walk over a hole. Right? You don't have to believe in the law of correspondence, which is a mirror of your thoughts. So if you're thinking I'm unavailable, if you're thinking I don't have enough time, you're actually vibrating that energy and that frequency out. So that's why you're unapproachable. Right? And then some, anyway, go ahead.
So I got a tip for them this week.
Okay.
So every morning this week.
Yeah. Oh, this is number 2. Strategy number 2 for
strategy
individuals.
number 2, but here's the
this
tip
is what
for
you need to
them.
do.
Right. So we're going to, every morning this week, remind yourself I am open to love,
Okay.
and I make space for it in my life.
There you go.
You'll be amazed at how this mindset
And so
shift
what do we
starts
call those? What do we call those?
Opportunities.
What do we call those?
Mindset shifts.
No. What you just said. What do we call those?
Affirmations.
Affirmations. It's not. It wasn't a quiz.
It wasn't, but I did pass.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
just in case, because you know how I do on pop quiz.
I didn't mean.
That's
I know
okay,
you already
but
on
I
the
love
one
this
thought,
type
and
of
I
pop
kind of
quiz.
pulled you off.
That's
right,
okay,
right.
but I love this pop quiz.
So we call those affirmations, and we do have affirmations and denials in the book that you can use. So, like we said, this book is not just for.
Wait a minute, did you say you had affirmation and denials?
And denials.
Wow.
So you know what a denial is? The denial is I deny that I do not have time and space for a relationship. That's the denial, and then
That's where you start to make the space.
There you go, and then you bring it back in with what did you say? What should they say?
I am open to love, and I make space. I make space because you've already denied that you didn't have the time. So you denied that. Now I make space for it in my life.
Right, and so when we're talking about manifest a joy-filled relationship, we have an interview tomorrow with Reverend Shirley, and as she says in our, if you've seen any of our social media marketing, she said relationships, everything is relational.
Yep.
Everybody, like we said, we have relationships with everybody we encounter. We have some type of relationship. As a matter of fact, I was out today, and I said something to a young lady, and she kind of, frowned up and she thought I was coming at her or something, and so I had to politely and kindly just, oh no, that's not what I meant, because we're and so what happens is the same thing in our intimate relationships or when we're looking for love. Someone says something to us, we're already, whatever has gone on for that day, whatever's going on with us, whatever we're vibrating out, we immediately feel like we're being attacked, so we attack the other person when that's not even the situation. So we have to be open. We have to understand how this book is not just for married people. It's not just for people in relationships. It's for any relationship that you're trying to make better. You ever had a bad relationship with your mom? Mm-hmm. This is the book. It helps you to see things from a different perspective. As a matter of fact, which I've told you guys this before, and I'm going to get back on cue. Mm-hmm. I was talking to my daughter the other day, and she was talking about being stressed. And so I said, you know what am I saying? And she was like, yeah, I know. I'm too blessed to be stressed. But the thing is, I had to tell her. So I picked up something off the counter. And I hope I'm not talking too fast. I picked up something off the counter. I put it to her eye. And she was like, what are you doing? I was like, close your other eye and can you see it? And she was like, I get it. No. I said, when the problem is this close, and I told other people this too, when you hold the problem this close to your eye, you can't see anything. It looks like it's huge. It looks like you don't have time and space for love. You're really busy. But if you hold it back, you can see it from a different perspective. And if you just throw it on the ground, you realize just how small and inconsequential it is. Right? You really do have time for the things you want to make time. The reason why it's so up close and personal is because you've made that a priority, or you have put focus. You have the thinking, you've put in the thought process that there is no time. So first you have to deny what you've already planted. So we talk about it in the book, keeping, a rich soil, which is your mind. You have to dig up those weeds and you have to put in something
Which
new.
are your thoughts.
All right?
And your emotions.
Right. So you've already planted the seed that you don't have time. Mm. I don't have time for it. It's going to be stressful. And the universe has given you just that. You've met someone and it was stressful because you've already attracted that. You've planted that seed and now you've attracted it to yourself, as we've all heard of the law of attraction, right?
Which is chapter 6.
But we're talking about the law of correspondence, which is what you think is being demonstrated in your life. So that if you believe that there's no time, the universe is going to continue to show you that you have no time, that you have no patience, that you have no desire, whatever it is that you convince yourself to believe, right? So let's get on. So Tina likes to talk sometimes.
That's okay.
So whether you're reigniting a current relationship or making space for a new one, these small actions can create big change, right? Big changes in your relationship. So for more exercises and a deeper insight, check out our 7-day Relationship Transformation Masterclass, where we walk you through the steps in detail. Ooh. This is just a little tiny bit. You can get some from the book. You can get some from the podcast. You can get some from our website. But our masterclass gives you 7 days of creating the relationship. A deep dive.
A deep dive.
So our 7-day transformation masterclass takes you from where you are to where you want to be in just 7 days. But it all begins with you. All right, so let's go to the next
Yeah,
thing.
so it's summarizing. Let's go ahead and summarize these strategies we
All
have
right.
here so far.
So we've said, so there was 2 strategies if you're married, and there's 2 strategies if you're looking for love, right? All right.
All right, so for couples, you can reignite your connection by creating micro moments,
Yep.
setting tech-free zones,
Yep.
and doing quick emotional check-ins.
Yep. There you go.
That's for my couples. Now,
Yep.
for my individuals, you can start manifesting love by making room in your schedule and building a mindset of openness.
Okay. All right. The next thing is you can paint the vision of success, right? So for couples, imagine coming home to your partner.
Okay.
You feel deeply connected, right? You feel so during the day, think of thoughts that make you feel connected. Sometimes, though, for me, when I'm angry with Jason, sometimes I play love songs. And so it takes the
Okay, hold up. You're not going to just skim right over that.
Right,
so if
right.
I come in the house and you playing love song, you mad at me?
No. You don't know. I be playing these in my ear sometimes, so you don't know.
Because I'm thinking, I'm going to tell you this. I'm just going to say this.
When you walk in the house and I'm playing
Playing
love
love song,
songs,
it's time to get it on.
hey, it's time to get it on. So
Right,
no, that's
okay.
what I said
So
other times.
don't play your love songs out loud if you're mad at me.
All right, so that usually helps me. So during the day, imagine coming home to your partner, right, and you feel deeply connected to. Even when life is busy, even when you're tired, even when you know you stayed up late, you got all the stuff to do, still feel connected. So you feel seen, you feel appreciated and loved because you've made small, consistent efforts to stay close. It starts in the mind. Now, for individuals, picture yourself attracting the kind of relationship that feels aligned with who you are, what you like to do, how you like to experience life, because you've made space for love and open to the right connection. You are now open. You've made the space. You said the denial. I deny that I don't have time and space for a relationship. Now you've cleared it. Now you're saying, now I don't know if you remember what the statement was. Your statement for what they should, their affirmation?
I now make the space to find love.
Okay, so now you have made the space for
Yes.
love and you're open to the right connection, not any connection,
Right.
the right connection. All right?
Right. So now, if you're ready to take your relationship to the next level or create that space, sign.
As Lisa say, you ready to shoot
Take
that
that
shot.
shot, right.
Most people, right? You ready
Right.
to shoot that shot?
Right. You got to practice, and practice.
There you
right?
go.
And that's
All right.
what we teach you. It's just have to have a lot of practice. And the way to get this practice is to take our 7-day relationship transformation masterclass. You can sign up. It's on our website at legendaryrelationship.com. If you learn how to reignite love or just make the space to get love.
That's right.
So don't forget. And also, don't forget to go to Manifest at joyfillrelationship.com and pick up your copy of Manifest a Joy-Filled Relationship.
Or you can sign up for our coaching sessions. They can also be found on our website. So let's see what else we can give you. So where did I go? As I'm closing this out.
Yep. So let's find out where everybody can find us.
Okay. And don't forget, if you want to connect with us, if you would like for us to shout you out, make sure that you drop your name in the comments.
Yep. So you can follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, LinkedIn, everywhere. Everywhere there's social media, we are, and we are at Legendary Relationship.
All right. So if you found, we're going to get in and out this Friday. So if you found value in today's episode
Yes.
or in any of our episodes, be sure to subscribe,
Yes.
like, leave a review,
Thank you.
and share with someone who might need to hear these tips. All right. So you want to make sure that you like,
Yep.
subscribe, share,
All of the above.
leave a review, and share with someone who like I said, if your girlfriends are calling you complaining about their maid or love or I can't find anybody, share this with them. Make sure you share it with them. All right?
That's the most important thing. So don't keep this good information to yourself.
Let's
right?
create
Share.
more love and connections no matter how busy life gets. We always have time for love, loving ourselves, loving each other. Love is the answer,
Love is the answer. Right?
not communication. That's second.
It is.
Let's learn to love. Let's learn to love first.
I'm not sure if I'm going to communicate with you if I don't love you, right?
Well, when you learn to love first, communication should come easier.
Yeah, that's right.
When you're trying to do step 6 before step 1, learn to
do
love
step
yourself.
1, right?
That's right.
All right.
Let's learn what love is. We're all connected, universally one. So when we love ourselves, we can love others. It makes it easier. All right. So I think that's it for us. We're going to get in and get out, and you make sure that you're not too busy for love. And if you are, use the strategies that we've given you to make love connections back. Or to create them or to get them back, to reignite.
That's what we want to do. We want to get them back. We already have them deep and down inside. We know what we want. We know we want to manifest this, so let's just go ahead and manifest it. We may not have the tools to manifest, but we know we have it within us. So we just need to bring it out of us. And then that's what we're here to do. We're here to help, to guide you along.
Yeah. And if I spoke too fast on this episode, that's okay. I think I just get excited.
You get excited.
Excited
But I
about
you.
love.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. All right, so that wraps up another. See? So that wraps up another episode of Love and Beyond the I Do live podcast with
No Drama Friday.
with
Jason and Tina Marie.
that's me. All right, so as always, guys,
We're in it to win it. So till next week, guys.
See you next week. Oh, one more thing. Don't forget, tomorrow we will be at the Irwin Community Center at 10:30 a.m. interviewing with Shirley Price Lawson at 18120 Highland Avenue in Homewood. All right, guys, have a good one.
All right. Till next week.
Peace.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Lovin' Beyond the I Do podcast. Head over to iTunes to subscribe and leave a review. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Legendary Relationship, or visit our website at legendaryrelationship.com. Till next time, remember to make every day count.